Hello everyone and welcome back to Azzatron 5000, and if you haven't seen the title and the thumbnail, this video isn't Yokai Watch related, for once. I know, it's a huge shocker, but today we're doing another Pokemon video. I haven't done something like this in quite a while, and I thought I'd put a little spin on the usual content. So, if you don't know what a split evolution is, essentially in Pokemon, occasionally you will get where a Pokemon can evolve into two separate evolutions. For example, the Pokemon Poliwhirl can either evolve into Poliwrath or Politoed, and occasionally in new generations, older Pokemon will be given these split evolutions. For example, Scyther, who previously could only evolve into Scizor, was given a new evolution by the name of Cleavor within the past few years. I think it was like 4 years ago that happened. But essentially what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to randomly generate myself 3 Pokemon, 3 typings, and then I'm going to give those Pokemon brand new split evolutions using the typings that I'm given. If you want to see any more Pokemon content like this, then, you know, maybe click that subscribe button down there. But anyways, let's get started. Okay, right, let's give this a shot. And it has given me Spupa, Galarian Darumaka, and Rhyhorn. Okie dokie, that's a pretty interesting bunch. Now you see what I'm going to do for the types here, right? I'm going to put in, for example, considering we've got Spupa here, right? So I'm going to put in Bug. And then I'll generate something, and I'll take its typing, right? So here we go. Bug Grass for Spupa. Okay, I can handle that. That's Ice Ground. Okay. Rock Steel. Okay. To be entirely honest, I'm pretty sure I can actually work with all of those. So let's give it a shot and see what I can make. So for this first one, Spupa was a fairly easy Pokemon to evolve into a grass type. Its Silk Cloak already resembles moss, so adapting that into actual moss wouldn't be too difficult. But of course, I can't go off just that simple basis of make Spupa grass type, so I began researching some insects that wear moss of some variety, and that's when I came across this, the Lacewing. Now in its adult state it doesn't look too special, however the Lacewing's larvae are a different story. The Lacewing cloaks itself in the corpses of its prey along with any debris it may have picked up, including plants occasionally, and sometimes moss. So I felt like this was the perfect inspiration for a Spupa evolution. It's a very fragile Pokemon, so it cloaks itself in debris from around it to protect itself. Introducing Laceamass, from Laceamass and Lacewing. It has the same base stat total as Vivillon, but with the stats severely shifted to where it has high defenses and HP, but very low attack and speed. And the reason its stats are like this is due to its new ability, Moss Loss. Upon reaching half HP or being hit by a move like Knock Off or Arm Thrust, it will switch from its cloaked form to its uncloaked form. In this form it loses the grass typing, becoming pure bug, and its offensive and defensive stats switch paces. Now you might notice that in its dex entry it says it has 6 legs, despite there actually being 8 on the Pokemon, but that's because the set of legs it stands on are not legs, and instead a pair of centipede-like pincers, which it stands on to make itself look taller. This was done so that in its cloaked form it kinda has that kids in a trench coat motif, where it attempts to make itself more intimidating than it actually is, hiding inside its cloak. I'm fairly pleased with the design of this mon, and I reckon it's high time we move on to the next one. Up next we've got Galarian Darumaka with the ground typing. The Darumaka line are based on Darumas, which are a type of Japanese good luck charm. Now, the evolution Darumaka already has, being Darmanitan, is clearly inspired by primates, which spurred on the new idea for me. Gorillas, which are primates, of course, beat their chests to assert dominance on other males and as a way to attract females. This led to me basing this Pokemon on a taiko drum, which is a type of Japanese drum. It beats its chest violently, sending earthquakes rumbling through the ground. Allow me to formally introduce you to Blaruma. Its name comes from Blair, as in a loud sound, and of course Daruma. It eats minerals to fill up its atrophied flame sac, so that when it beats its chest it charges up its own body with kinetic energy, leading to its attacks becoming more powerful, and that's exactly what its signature ability comes into play. Upon using the move Belly Drum, any sound-based move that this Pokemon uses on its next turn are doubled in power. This could lead for devastating combination with moves such as Boom Burst, which are good enough as is. Also, those stubby little legs it had as Darumaka are even smaller now and stick out behind it, leading it to it walking around on its oversized arms. Overall I like this guy, and I hope you fellas do too. Now, it's finally time for Rhyhorn. When creating a new evolution for Rhyhorn, I knew I wanted to differentiate it as much as possible from Rhydon, so I decided to keep it quadruped. With its new partial steel typing, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to reference the white rhinoceros. A subspecies of the white rhinoceros, the northern white rhinoceros, is one of the most endangered animals in the world, with only 2 being left in the wild. I wanted to bring some attention to this by making Rhyhorn's evolution also seem rare and precious, by infusing it with precious gems, as well as coating its body in white metal plating to nod towards the white rhino. A minor gripe I had with the original Rhyhorn is how plain its back sprite is. Its whole back is pretty much just flat with no texturing or tail or anything, so I felt like I had to do something with that. And then, it hit me. A lot of Rhyhorn's dex entries discuss how it loves to charge and go on rampages, so I decided to split its back open, making it resemble both a geode and a rocket booster. So here we go. This Pokemon is Rhyhorn from Vigor and Horn. It expels excess energy through the crater in its back, propelling itself forward at high speeds. Now of course, Rhyhorn is typically part of a 3-stage evolution line, meaning I've got one more evolution to make. Vigorase, the rocket Pokemon. Its name comes from, once again, Vigor and Race. Once it begins a rampage, nothing can stop it. It launches itself into objects at full speed, letting nothing stand in its way. It has a new move called Rocket Raise, which is a 120 base power, 100% accurate move, but it does have the drawback of dealing significant recoil damage. This is not a signature move and can be learned by other Pokemon such as Barraskewda, Sharpedo, Veluza, Dracapult, Golurk, and, well, Smeargle. This move functions similarly to Ivy Cudgel and other moves, in the way that it becomes the typing of the Pokemon using it, for example, Rock for Vigorase, Ghost for Golurk, etc. Anyways, I thank you all for watching this video to the very end. If you want to see more Pokemon videos like this, maybe drop a like and I'll keep them coming. For now, see y'all later. Bye bye!